When choosing small business accounting services, there are invariably 5 common pitfalls or mistakes that most business owners make. And I want to walk through those today so that you're alerted to them and show you how to avoid those. My name is Matt Hultquist with the Hultquist firm in Greenville, South Carolina. And so every business owner, we work with a lot of business owners, and at some point, when they first start their business, they're going to do all the accounting, they're going to do QuickBooks. And as time goes by, they want to start outsourcing this so they can spend more time working on their business and not in their business. So they end up looking for somebody to do the accounting for them, whether that is a spouse or an employee, or they hire someone, or they outsource it to a CPA firm. So let's talk about the common mistakes that they make. Okay, number 1, not defining what you need. Okay, first of all, when you're looking to hire outside small business accounting services, really define what you need. Okay, in your business, do a job description. Really delineate what you need in your business for somebody to be successful in this position. By not doing so, you end up having this person do all sorts of different things, and it can end up in a lot of frustration if you don't define what you need on the front end. Number 2, not defining what you want. There's a big difference between what you need and what you want. Okay, you may need somebody to do QuickBooks for you, or to do the bookkeeping, or prepare reports, or whatever the case may be. But you may want somebody who's going to prepare cash projections, or somebody that's going to watch your cash flow, or somebody that's going to do other things in your business, and you really don't define what you want. Okay, so again, there's a big difference between needs and wants, and you need to define both of those before you go out and hire somebody to do the small business accounting services for your company. Number 3, business owners really can't gauge the skills of somebody they're hiring. I've seen this happen all too many times, where they will interview a firm if they're going to outsource, or if they're going to hire an individual, and this individual says on their resume that they have used QuickBooks. The business owner automatically thinks that they're qualified. I'm going to talk about it number 5, but this does not mean that they are qualified. Okay, so if you need help engaging somebody's skills, then find a CPA or somebody else that can help you gauge their skills. Oftentimes, somebody gets hired, they don't have the skills that the business owner thought they had. They end up really messing up the QuickBooks for the business, and it gets very expensive down the road to fix that. Number 4, hiring a full-time employee. If you're looking to outsource your accounting, your small business accounting, you don't need to hire a full-time employee, okay? Now, what often happens is the business owner will hire somebody that has QuickBooks experience, thinking that they are going to, know how to do the accounting, but they also want them to be the office manager, the assistant, whatever, you name it. And they give this person 4 or 5 different responsibilities, and the accounting piece is one small part. Okay, so just keep in mind that you don't need to hire a full-time employee, and your best bet is to hire somebody for one position with just a couple of responsibilities. Otherwise, you can outsource the accounting to a firm that does small business accounting services, and at a fraction of the cost. Okay, plus you're going to get a whole bunch of professionals behind them, and not just this one person that's doing your accounting. Okay. The last thing is hiring the wrong fit. This is probably the biggest mistake that I see, and this goes back to the wants and the needs. If you need somebody to do QuickBooks, but you want somebody to do CFO level type services, like project your cash flow, or become some kind of strategist for your business, it's just not going to happen. Okay, there's generally 3 levels of people that you can hire that provide small business accounting services, whether this is a firm, a CPA firm, or a bookkeeping firm, or an individual that you hire as an employee. First one is a bookkeeper. A bookkeeper generally is simply somebody that's just going to do data input. Okay, they don't have the skills to provide CFO level services. It's 2 different personalities, 2 different mindsets. Second, you have a controller, and a controller generally is somebody that is also a bookkeeper but has an accounting degree and understands accounting and know how it works. Okay, so they can record things that maybe a bookkeeper can't record correctly. All right, those two positions are always looking in the past. So they are making sure that the financial statements are recorded correctly, that items are recorded correctly, and they're looking at the past. And then you have a CFO level, which is a totally different mindset because they're looking towards the future. They are generally going to be a strategist. They can look at the past, but their strength is to look forward. So if your business is growing and you might need some cash flow planning or projections, budgeting, some kind of strategic direction on the growth of your company, then you want to find somebody with those CFO level skills. Okay, so there's three very distinct positions there, and many times people hire the wrong fit. And what I see happen all the time is somebody hires somebody with QuickBooks experience and they're a bookkeeper, so they're just doing data entry. Many times that can be incorrect. They do it wrong. The business owner just is not familiar enough with QuickBooks and they're trying to run their business. And so they think they don't need to provide oversight. And they want this CFO level service, but they're not going to get it in a bookkeeper. It's just two different skills. Both are needed, but they are two different skills. So hopefully this video helped you understand these 5 mistakes that business owners make when choosing small business accounting services. You can save yourself a ton of money, a ton of time, and a ton of frustration by avoiding these on the front end. And if you have any comments, any questions, please feel free to leave them below the video. And I look forward to talking with you soon.